What's shaking, guys? My name is Luke Dancy, and welcome to another Facebook Live event. We are back, and this time we are going to be talking all about a brand new release from Mr. Jeff Copeland. I'm sure you've seen it all over the internet. We're talking about Blackbird. This is an incredible secret utility device that allows you to do coin magic in a way that you've only hoped up until this point. This is something that we've been working on here at Murphy's for quite some time. We're so excited to bring it to you. This is something that I honestly believe will take your coin magic up a notch to the next level. You know, with coin magic in general, it's always to me, it's always been the type of thing where it's like the cat chasing the mouse, people trying to keep up with you and where the coins are and where you're hiding them. And with Blackbird, it allows you to have these open and free displays, and at any time you want to go in for the kill, to really crush them by producing coins whenever you need them. Very strong stuff, and I'm so excited to have you guys here with us. I'm also excited to let you know that live with me here, not on the show, but on the Facebook page here, Jeff is active. He is here. He is in attendance. He is attending the live event just like you are. So if you have questions in real time for Jeff, post them right below this video in the comments section. Jeff will jump in, answer the questions for you live in real time right now. We're so excited to do this for you with the creator himself of Blackbird. So get in there, ask questions, and let us know what's going on with you. Now, if you've been living under a rock and maybe you haven't seen the trailer for Blackbird, I tell you what, I'm going to give you a peek at that real quick so you can see what Blackbird really is all about. This is something we're very proud of as well. The trailer is very honest, very open about what you're getting and what you can do with it. That is something that we strive for and will strive to do more and more as a team for you, because there's so much magic that comes out. We want to make sure that you know what you're getting. So I'm going to give you a look at the Blackbird trailer now. The full trailer shows you the ins and outs, everything you get. I know you're going to love this. And yeah, get ready for this. I'll be right back. And don't forget, if you have questions, Jeff Copeland is live on our page. Ask those questions below this video right now, and he will answer them for you. I'll be right back.
Building on classic principles of magic, the Blackbird reinvents the game on how coins come into play. No pockets, no ditches. The quickest and most undetectable way to get coins into your routine. It's a utility device that gives you complete freedom to introduce a coin into any routine exactly when you need it, and only at the exact moment when you need it. From beginner to advanced. It's a great way to get one ahead or even two ahead. And in Magic, let's face it, if you're one ahead of your audience, you win the game. If you're two ahead in the audience, well, then you're going to perform some real miracles. How do you produce a coin? The Blackbird.
And there you have it, my friends. That is the Blackbird full trailer. We really wanted to give you the full look at what you get with Blackbird, from the ins and outs, literally from what you're able to strap onto your wrist and how everything works, you know, how you can make everything, how it all functions and how it all works together. And we'll talk more about the durability of it and how it all comes together and all that good stuff. But I really wanted to show you the trailer because we're very proud of the honesty that comes with it. And as I mentioned before, we're going to try to do more and more of that as we move forward. when it comes to our trailers and what you're getting, because there is so much stuff out there. We really want to make sure that you get informed about whether this stuff is for you or not. And I'm just excited for Blackbird in general. Really wish this had been out many, many moons ago when I first started learning coin magic. Like, it really takes it up a notch and allows you to have these really free and open displays that just were not possible before. So very cool stuff. Also wanted to jump over to the Magic Cafe and answer some questions that we had for you guys. We've had some questions about different coin sizes. This came in a few days ago, and he said that he's been playing with this, and it can be done with a shirt with sleeves down as long as there's room for the coin to fall out. But this is the important part. It works well. I've tried it with 2p, 10p, 50p, and 2 pounds and got them all to work with no problems. Smaller coins move around unless you modify it as the gimmick is custom designed for dollars or half dollar with the adapter. UK coins work with the adapter but do move a little, which is no real problem. Now, the reason I wanted to show you that is because this is someone that's actually had this before it was even technically available for purchase, because today is the first day that this is now available. We've had it on pre-order. And so Mark has taken the UK coins that he has access to because he lives on the other side of the pond, and he's tried this, and he's told us, and he's told you now what you can do with this with UK coins. I thought that was very, very important because our friends on the other side of the pond, we want you to know that you are able to use the things that you use for your magic, right? Also, smaller coins. I know there are people who've been asking about quarters. Yes, you can do this with quarters as well. Jeff includes on the super jam-packed instructional part of this ways to customize the Blackbird holders for different size coins. So if it doesn't fit exactly, he teaches you ways to make it work for you. So that's another really, really important thing, and really, really cool to have, once again, someone on the other side of the pond actually try this and to tell you. So once again, I'm going to give that to you. This does work with 2p, 10p, 50p, and 2 pound coins if you're on the other side of the pond in the UK. Very important stuff. Like I said, we want to bring you as much information about this as possible. And that's a really, really good question that you guys have had. We've seen it, trust me. Another really, really good question that's been coming in. This one came in on Facebook. This one came in from Stephen Himmel. Stephen was asking about the noise. Is this a noisy thing? Is it super quiet? And this is, you have it underneath your sleeve, and so the unit, you push the little button, I guess you could call it a button, and the coin becomes dislodged and you're done. The other thing he really wanted to know, though, was durability. Stephen is a performer, a worker, just like Jeff is, and Stephen was asking about durability, and we want you to know that we've had so many prototypes. This has been a process to get where it is now. We are so proud of the final result. The durability is there for you to use this, and it will last you for a really, really long time. A very important thing that I want you guys to know. Our team spent a lot of time, a lot of effort to bring you the top product that we can with this, because we believe in it so much that we know that when you see it and you use it, you're really going to love it. And we know also that the power of this, you can take your coin magic up to a whole nother level with this. So we want to give you the best possible product that could do that for you. All right. Also, once again, if you guys are just joining me, I want you to know that Mr. Jeff Copeland himself is live on this Facebook page right now. He is here to answer your questions. So once again, if I don't get to your specific question, or if I'm hopping around on the forums and I'm checking stuff out, and maybe there's something you go, man, I wish he had asked this, or I wish I knew about that. Now you can ask in real time. Jeff Copeland, just post below this video. Post a comment right below this video right now. Jeff will get in there and answer your question. Just don't flood him too much. He's only one guy. And of course, I'll jump in there too. But I did want to let you guys know that Jeff is on hand, and he is here, and he is more than happy to answer your questions about his brand new release. Also, I do want to let you guys know that Jeff will be at Magic Live, as will I. I do live in Las Vegas, and the Murphys team will be at Magic Live too. So if you'd like to see Blackbird live in action, all you gotta do is find Jeff Copeland, and he will kick your butt with some Blackbird goodness. All right, cool. Also, if you will be at Magic Live, make sure you hit us up. We would love to hang out, love to talk to you. If you have some original magic, hit us up. We'd love to talk about that too. Also, don't forget, in the meantime, in between these shows, we are so active on our social channels. We've got Instagram, as you see popping up here, posting stuff all the time, a little behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm going to show you a little behind-the-scenes action from the Blackbird shoot in just a minute. This was a really cool quote that I found the other day from Mr. Teller from Penn and Teller. Sometimes magic is just someone spending more time on something than anyone else might reasonably expect. I really like that one. But the biggest reason I'm bringing you these socials is because it's another great place to ask questions about the products, whether it is a Murphy's Black Label item or any other item. We do stock all this stuff, so we have access to it. And it's not just on Instagram. I want you to know that. You can follow us there. That's at Murphy's Magic. But also, we're very active on, of course, Facebook, where you are right now. But we're also active over on Twitter. And you can find us there under the same name as the Instagram account. That's at Murphy's Magic. Not only are we posting information, updates behind the scenes about what's going on, but also just sharing some really fun magic news. Richard Wiseman just put up his latest Quirkology video. Make sure to check that out. A lot of other fun stuff. It's been great seeing Rubik's Cube stuff going down with Stephen Brundage on America's Got Talent. So don't forget that if you have questions or you just want to keep up with magic news, you can find us on Twitter too. Just a couple fun spots. But back to Blackbird. That's what this show is all about. That's what you're here for. And I want to bring you a quick clip. This is a fun thing that I did with Jeff. Actually, I didn't do that. I wasn't on set for this. I wish I would have been. This is a blooper reel from what goes down on set. Now, a lot of people, not a lot, I don't know, maybe some of you have done this. People think shooting a magic product is just this easy breezy thing. You go in, you shoot some stuff, you talk about it, and you're done. Well, guys, honestly, it's never that easy. These shoots can take a lot longer than people think, and they can be a lot more fun than you probably think too. So I'm going to give you a quick peek at some of the bloopers from the Blackbird shoot. Jeff is funny, super funny in this, and I wanted to show this to you. So I'm going to run this for you. We'll come back, talk about a few more questions, and I'll also run the full interview that I did with Jeff, talking all about Blackbird. I asked him some questions, and I'm also going to give you a chance to win a free copy of Blackbird. I'm going to tell you how you can do that. So hang tight for that. I'm going to give one of you guys a chance to do that and tell you how you can do that in just a little bit. So hang tight for that, okay? But in the meantime, once again, if you have questions for Jeff, he's hanging out with us live right now, just like you are. So post those questions below in the comment section, and Jeff will be there to answer them for you, just like I will. All right, guys, here's some blooper fun from the Blackbird shoot. Hang tight. I'll be right back.
I was watching the monitor, darn it.
So that is the routine trick or trick. It's lots of fun. It's lots of fun. It's lots of fun. Feel free to play around with it. That doesn't sound right. Enjoy all the great magic it'll do for you. No. Function of the... I forgot what I was going to say. All right, I'm ready. Take 3, 5, 4, 5, 5? Okay, 5. 6. Say you've just finished the most incredible Carter trick.
Carter trick.
Carter trick.
So respect your unit, protect your baby, and have fun with it. Keep it safe. Cuddle with it, tuck it in at night, blow it kisses, you know, sing lullabies, all those sweet things to your beautiful little baby Blackbird. And one day, it will be a glorious swan. Once you practice hard, perform well, and have a great magical adventure.
God, good stuff. You can tell the guys were having a lot of fun during the Blackbird shoot. So yeah, thought you might enjoy that. I've posted it a couple other places, but yeah, just a really, really fun thing. And it's just great to see Jeff having so much fun with this, and our team. You know, we like to have a good time when we do this stuff. So a couple other things I wanted to address about Blackbird. I am going to run the full interview I did with Jeff here in just a few minutes, but one of the biggest things people ask is the sleeves. You know, the question about sleeves. Do I have to wear a jacket? Do I have to wear that to perform this? Because, of course, if you are a performer and you're wearing a dress jacket, then you're going to be out performing this. You're going to be dressed up. You're going to look good. Can I do this without having to be dressed up? And the answer is yes, you can do this. Maybe you're just wearing a dress shirt, and it doesn't even have to be tucked in. Just kind of have it hanging down. And I think Jeff will mention that in the interview I did too. It's a great way because the Velcro that's in place allows you to take the unit and just apply it wherever the heck you need it to go. So it's very, very easy to install. I know Jeff also mentions in the interview I did with him, hoodies. He really likes hoodies. And with it starting to transition slowly into fall now, more and more people will be wearing hoodies and just casual jackets. So this is something you can really, really start to have fun with when it gets to be that cooler time of the year, because you can install it in your casual clothes and you can start just pulling coins out of nowhere. It's a super fun thing, and I know you're going to have fun with it. I was going to look here. There were a couple of things Jeff said that did not work, and I'm actually going to jump over to the cafe real quick and give you a look at some of these. This is from Jeff himself. Sleeves that may not work. A tight-fitting sweater, because you can't really sleeve in one of those anyway. And that's right. I mean, if you have like the bunched-up sleeves, the coin's not going to be able to slide in and out of the sleeve. A long-sleeve T-shirt. He says here that the material is just too flimsy, and it's hard to retrieve a coin without dropping it, which makes sense. And he does say that it's not recommended to that really with any form of sleeving. A thin sweater is probably not the same thing because of the same issue. It's just too flimsy. But he said he wouldn't recommend it. Also, a white dress shirt. This is a good point. Because you can see through the material. You don't want, number one, for people to see the units, the Blackbird units that you have strapped on, but also the coin. They may actually see the coin kind of flying around in there. You know what I mean? So that is another really, really good point. So yeah, a couple more things about sleeves that I definitely wanted to mention for you, because look, this is something that allows you to get coins in place secretly. So sleeves are probably going to be the way you're going to do it, but I can see that if you have a shirt that's hanging down and you just kind of have it on the edge and you can reach under and grab it, hit the little switch and dislodge it and then grab the coin. Great stuff. And that's the one thing too that's really awesome is you don't have to do these body stills. You don't have to do the turns. You know what I mean? You don't have to turn away and do your still. This is stuff just like in the motion of just like pulling back your sleeves or just adjusting your arm. You are getting yourself ready to do some really cool stuff. I know there's a story in my interview with Jeff where he talks about being at a driving range. He's out knocking some golf balls around, and he's doing that, and then the next thing he knows, he gets up and he starts producing coins. Like, he feels that strongly about the stability of this as well when it comes to your coins, because I know a lot of people will invest a lot of money in their coins. That pure silver, we want those nice shiny coins, and if you have those, you don't want them scratched up. And it's good to know that Blackbird will keep your coins safe, but have them ready for you to go at a moment's notice. So very good to know when it comes to things like that. Yeah. So I was going to take another quick peek here on the cafe. Why don't you join me here? We've had some great people coming in and answering questions. I was going to take a quick peek here to see a few more. And also, don't forget, a little bit later, I'm going to give you guys a chance to win a free copy of Blackbird. That's right. So I'm going to tell you how you can do that. Let's see here. Any other questions? I like being able to do this with you guys. Let's see. What's Jeff saying down here? There's me showing off our interview. Yeah. So right now there's no individual parts for sale. Yeah, that's another important thing. We don't have the individual components, but what you do get, this is a very good thing to clarify, you do get the two birds, you get the two units, one for each arm, and you get the straps, you get all the good stuff that comes with it to hold everything together, you get the bands, and so that you can put this on without any trouble at all. Let's see. So yeah, those were a couple other points. The armbands, Jeff says he likes to wear them on the biceps, or he says you can get creative. That's the other cool thing here I was going to mention is you get the instructional, which is jam-packed with tips and hints and just the inside work from Jeff. Not only that, you get 6 routines that you can do. I mean, this is just coin magic that's just going to kill people. And, we could have just given you the unit, here's how it works and all that, but we wanted you to be able to have these different routines to go with it that would allow you to perform with it. I have this cool thing. What do I do with it? You know what I mean? So we did give you quite a few routines straight from Jeff's repertoire that you can use straight away. And that's the other thing. Really want to hammer this home. Jeff is a professional performer. He is the real deal. He's out there doing this stuff. He knows what good magic is because he has spectators that they are going to judge him. So he has to give them the good stuff. And so when it comes to a product with Jeff Copeland's name, we hope that you're going to get the good stuff. Traveler was the same thing, something Jeff uses all the time. And now Blackbird. This is the evolution has been crazy, crazy cool to see it from where it started to where it was going and finally where it is now. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to run the interview right now of Jeff. Jeff and I spoke about Blackbird, and I tried to ask as many questions as I could. some detailed questions, and even some of the history on Blackbird. Because how does someone come up with this? Where does it come from? You know what I mean? So that's in here too. Don't forget, I will tell you guys in just a few minutes how you can have your chance to win a free copy of Blackbird. This is something that I put together with Jeff. We're going to announce the winner through some content we're going to do at Magic Live, and I'm excited to tell you how you can have your chance to win free Blackbird. So stay tuned for that. All right. Cool. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget, if you are with us here on our Facebook page, hit that share button. Let all your magician buddies know you're hanging out with us live, talking about Blackbird. And more importantly, don't forget that the man of the hour, here he is, Mr. Jeff Copeland. He's rocking 2 Blackbirds right over there. He is here on our Facebook page live right now. Happy to answer your questions. I know I can't get to everything. I'm sure you have some questions that you're going, Luke, why won't you just answer that? Well, you know what? Post your comments below. Post your questions below in the comments section, and we will be more than happy to jump in and to help you out. I'll be in there during the interview, and Jeff has been there the whole time. So thank you, Jeff, for hanging out with us, and thank you guys for hanging out with us live too. This is always a lot of fun, and we plan on doing many, many more of these live events. So I'm going to hop down now and give you guys a chance to check out the full interview I did with Jeff Copeland all about Blackbird. I will be back in just a few minutes. So, all right, guys, catch you on the flip side. I want to welcome you to this interview. How the heck are you, man?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, Luke. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's great to have you, man. And I know everyone out there is excited to hear from you because this is the type of thing, Blackbird, that is like a worker's dream. If you're a worker, if you're out there, just like you are, you're a professional performer, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. This is walk out the door, ready to go with Blackbird all the time. That was kind of one of the goals of this project, was to be able to walk out the door ready to perform magic the second you need to. So yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go back in time a little bit. I want to find out where it came from. You know, you were known as a coin guy, and you're really, really good. Let's not BS that. You're really good. So, was this created out of necessity? Was like this void? Like, you know, you're doing magic, and you're like, I wish I could do that? Or what? How the heck did this happen? How did Blackbird happen?
Yeah. Mutual friend of ours, Scott Robinson, in Charlotte, North Carolina, has a really cool meeting of magicians every week. It's called Sleight Club, and sit around the round table and you practice hard, and you bring your A game every week to this meeting, and then the round table of guys pick apart your A game. Basically, I don't know if that's how it was you're there. Yeah, it's still that way. You bring your best, and they chop it up, they reduce it, and they refine it and make it even better. And then in return, you do that to the other people at the table when they present. So I presented a spellbound routine. I got really inspired by Ponta the Smith doing some knacky, crazy spellbound changes. And I presented this incredible routine I worked hours and hours and hours on, and I set it up to music, and it's just like this really cool stage coin manipulation act. And Scott Robinson picked it apart because at the very end, I ended with both my hands clean. And he said, if you're going to end clean, you got to start clean, because I come out in this funky palm position. And so that got me thinking, and ultimately I came up with, through many, many, many prototypes and trials and errors, I came up with Blackbird so that I could walk out, show my hands completely empty. Ultimately, I could come to any table. If I was performing tableside, I could show my hands are empty. I could shake hands, and I'm not worried about anything because there's no palming, and there's no fear of losing a coin or a coin falling out of your sleeve or wherever you might have it hidden. And so that's kind of the history behind it. It was a challenge and turned into something pretty cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, the stuff that you can do is incredible, because that is one thing with coin magic. A lot of people think, oh man, like I've got to worry about my hands looking natural, or, you know, windows or things like that, you know. And so I think this fits the criteria for a worker to where, yeah, it's nice to be social, to be able to be free, and then at any time crush people, like really crush them with some really strong coin magic. And we've gotten to know you over time. You know, people are getting to know your name more and more with coin magic. And so what do you think is the biggest advantage with Blackbird since you've created it, used it, and continue to use it?
Yeah, I think it's the biggest. Oh my
I
goodness.
know.
If you put me on the spot right now, my answer may change based on what trick I'm working on.
Okay.
But the biggest, it's money on demand. It's coin on demand, exactly when you need it. So for the longest time, for me, if I wanted to do a routine where I come and I approach the table and I start producing coins, and the coins are coming from nowhere, mind you, not from your pocket, they're coming from nowhere. That almost has to be the very first effect you perform when you greet people or when you approach people, because you have some kind of setup. Well, Blackbird, in essence, it's two extra hands holding out coins for you, so that you no longer have to do that fantastic production routine very first in routine. Matter of fact, now you can do it in the middle of your set, or you can throw it in any other trick. And if you need to clean up after a routine, say you've got a gap and you want to switch it out, Blackbird can get you out in an instant. And there's no need for these silly, huge stage manipulation body turns, or there's no need to go in your pocket. It simplifies that. So that just money on demand, instantaneous production. Once you do the small little setup, which I believe is shown in the trailer.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that you mentioned the part about getting gimmicks in and out of play, because let's be honest, that's one thing that people always hear. Oh, it's a gimmick. Oh, it means I'm gonna have to either use it at the beginning, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
or worry about a way to get out of it at the end. This allows you in real time to get stuff in and out of play, which to me is like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, some of the strongest magic that you can do uses gimmicks. So if you can do that and now use it to your advantage to where you can get them in and out of play, dude, you're done.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is going to solve for a lot of that. If a lot of your standard gaps, if they're precision made, are going to work with Blackbird,
Cool.
and it's going to allow you to get those in, or it's going to allow you to substitute out. And so, in the heat of the magic, when the spectators are still burning you, you'll have a lot cleaner opportunity to switch things out. And then later, when the effect's over, then you can go about your business, ditch things however you like. But it's just going to get it into play really quick.
Okay. So one of the most common questions, you're wearing it now.
Yeah.
People have seen the trailer. However, we wanted to point out something, and you know where I'm going. Sleeves. Do
Yes.
you have to wear a jacket? What's the attire? Let's just knock that out right now so people understand just how versatile this really can be.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have to use sleeves? No. If you're going to use it like in the trailer, yes. The beauty of Blackbird, and we just don't have time to go over everything in the trailer, right? It's a pitch. It's to show you the coolness and just how smooth it operates. But believe me, it's got, we have 3 hours of video, and you've got cool chapters you can skip to wherever you like if you're concerned about that. But you've got 3 hours of video where I really go over all the ins and outs details, and include a PDF file that goes over all the different ins and outs of what you might need to do to use it. So the cool thing about it is it's Velcro. It attaches via Velcro. So anywhere you can stick Velcro, you can stick one of the birds. And so that means like a traditional, under the coat, you can put it there, or under the shirt. Like you can put it all different spots that will allow Velcro to receive it. So you can use it as a traditional coin holdout, a locking coin holdout, or you can use it with sleeves. And as far as sleeves, almost any sleeve. I perform in a dress shirt quite often. I teach how to use a dress shirt, and I use a coat, as I'm wearing now. One of my favorite sleeves, I just love performing in a hoodie. And I think you see that in the trailer too. I think I'm wearing a hoodie. And, that's just where I'm comfortable.
So if you're not going to do the version with sleeves, what is there a requirement as far as clothing if you're not going to wear something like a hoodie or a jacket? Like what do you have to wear, or is there a real limitation for that?
Yeah, you're probably going to want to have maybe a vest or your shirt untucked. You're going to probably want to have a little bit of loose clothing in which you can hide Blackbird underneath. So you can just envision from the trailer what it looks like, how that's got Velcro on the back of it. That's how it attaches the armband, which has some incredible advantages to it. You'll see in the instructional video. But yeah, you'll want to have a spot that you can stick it. And that doesn't necessarily have to be on your person. It could be on a prop. So.
Very cool. All right. Well, I want to ask like an elephant in the room kind of question, and that is why the name? Why is Blackbird the name of this? I'm sure it's not super important to the project, but for me, and I'm sure a lot of people, they're like, well, why is he calling it Blackbird? What's the name? What's it all about?
Oh, you had to ask that.
I did.
Well, it's a little bit of an embarrassment to my childhood.
I'm glad I asked.
Yeah. Well, it has a little bit. If you're familiar with the Raven,
Yep.
Raven gimmick, it's a blackbird that sits in an approximate same spot. I guess you could say there's a tie there, but not the real name is named after the SSR Blackbird, the stealth airplane.
Nice.
Are you familiar with that? And
Yeah.
The idea that this stealthily bombs coins in your hand. Just quickly, quietly, easily, you can drop bomb coins in your hand. There's one problem with this analogy. I don't know how I missed this in all my childhood. The Blackbird was a spy plane that took photographs. It didn't drop bombs. So it never was wasn't a combat vehicle. It was just the world's quickest jet, and it could outmaneuver. They said in its lifetime some 1,000 missiles were shot at it by the Soviets and other countries over there. And its standard maneuver when missiles were shot at the Blackbird, it just flew faster. It just outran them. And so that's the idea with the Blackbird. You're just so far ahead of your audience. It prepares you to produce a coin in such a quick manner that you're just that far ahead that there's no catching you.
Love it. Oh, well, thanks for sharing. It's a funny story. I'm sure everyone loves that. Doesn't love that.
It kind of works.
Which is great. I mean, we got to ask the questions. We got to go there a little bit. And I did hear that.
And I just can't believe as a kid, we were fascinated. And growing up in the 80s, just fascinated with the spy plane when it's revealed. And I never realized, okay, it just was taking photographs. It had these incredible cameras, but it wasn't dropping bombs.
Well, that is what you can do with Blackbird, though. You can crush your spectators with this stuff. I mean, it must feel like, you've got this secret power almost. I mean, it's this powerful weapon that you do have ready, in all seriousness, like ready at a moment's notice to just destroy people with. And do you have like a favorite moment? And I didn't prep you with this, so if you need to think about it, do you have like a favorite moment or story of when you use Blackbird and people just lost their mind?
I do. Okay, so my wife's Christmas party at her work, the hospital she works at, we went to this place called Top Golf. Have you heard of it?
Oh, yeah. Love
Yeah,
it.
there's one in Vegas, I think, right?
I've gone. It's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's like bowling meets dart meets golf. I don't know. It's crazy.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. And so the Christmas party, this is outdoors, mind you, at the driving range. And it's December, so I'm wearing, it's December in Texas, so I'm wearing light long sleeves. It's Christmas party, so I'm slightly dressed up, but playing golf, right? So mind you, I've got the Blackbird on, like I do right now, and the coins are locked in, and I'm playing golf. So like, it's like bowling. You take turns going up to the driving range, and so one person goes up, shoots. I don't even know golf.
They hit the ball.
That's why I play Top Golf. I don't play golf. They hit the ball, and so I go up there, and I'm doing. Well, first off, I'm doing some tricks with cards. I go, and then I hit the ball a few times, and I come back, and I go right into coin matching. Bam! And so, because I'm completely loaded, and that's how confident I am. Because I've got my silver Morgan dollars loaded in this thing, and I'm swinging the clubs. I could easily, if this thing wasn't, if I didn't trust this thing, I could easily, chunk these $30 coins out, down the fairway. But yeah, it was pretty rad. So you come back and then just producing coins, like, what the hell is this guy doing with this?
That's great. No, and it also shows just how versatile this is. Like, granted, most guys aren't going to be out hitting golf balls while they're in the middle of Magic, but it does show that, if you're out and you're being social and around, you don't have to worry about any of the stuff coming out or any of that. You're secure, you're good, and you know that when you're ready, that this is going to be good to go. So that is a really good thing to hear in all seriousness.
That's the design. So, and I teach, learn the prop, understand what it does, and you'll have the confidence to go out and do that.
Cool. And one other specific question, and then we're going to start to wrap this up a little bit. As far as routines go, now people know that you are a very skilled coin magician. How much into detail do you go as far as things to do with Blackbird? Like routines, things to use with it, stuff like that.
Yeah, so we teach 6 routines,
Okay.
and they're truly like the trailer says, from beginner to advanced. And then also, even they're broken up, or I tell you starting and stopping points. And I try to always just encourage people to make whatever I throw out, whatever is my magic, make your own magic. I want it to be personal. Um, and so I teach a lot of sleights, and I think I really give a lot of tools. I put some tools in your tool chest, right? Give you a hammer, give you a saw, give you some basic things that you can chop away and make your own effects. And so I give a few solutions for, just for example, a lot of people, even if they don't perform coin magic, at one time they've studied three fly. And it's just kind of a standard. Chris Kenner, rocked the world with that years back, and everybody performed a version of a coins across. And so I just kind of give the idea, hey, if you're already performing coins across, this is going to take it to the next level. It's going to clean up. It's going to solve for how you move the last coin, or how you move the coins across without going into too many details on the effect.
Yeah.
So I give those ideas, yeah. But then trust me, I give some knuckle busting routines.
Cool. Got to keep people busy with the
Yeah.
coin stuff. Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap up this interview. I do want to ask you one last thing, because I did talk to you before this. You are coming to Magic Live here in Las Vegas, right?
Yes.
So I'm guessing that you will be Blackbird ready. We'll put it like that. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. No doubt about it. I'll be there, and I usually keep my armbands a little bit long, so I can put on. I'm a pretty thin guy, but I keep my armbands just a little bit long, so they'll fit any body type. And if you want to try a set on, hopefully you'll bought yours by then, and you'll bring it, and we can go head to head, and I can show you some tips and tricks that I learned. But yeah, I'll be there and be showing it off, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you. I'll be there, and if you guys are going to be there, make sure to say hello not only to me, but you just heard Jeff's going to be there too, and all the Murphy's guys are all going to be there too. So, Jeff, I want to say one last thing that I really appreciate. I'm going to go back to the single shot of you. I love the fact that directly to your right is the Bible on coin magic. I think it's only fitting that that's like right there.
Yeah, this is the King James one too. This is the hardback heavy duty edition.
Right on.
Yes, sir. This is it's a good book right here. It's a good book.
Right on, dude. Yeah, the good stuff, the classics, right? I mean, they're a classic for a reason.
Yep.
Well, cool, Jeff. I'm gonna wrap this up. We are going to have some other fun content going on. So if you guys have questions about Blackbird, we're going to do other fun things online where you can ask questions. And so we want to make sure that you get everything that you want to know about Blackbird answered. On the 8th, I'll be doing a live show where I'll be placing this interview. So you'll be seeing this on our Facebook page live, and answering all the other questions from the forums and on our Facebook page and everywhere else about Blackbird. So ask those questions. We want to be there for you. I'm sure Jeff will jump in too, won't you?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of answering people's questions. So I hope we answered a few of them here. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Good questions. Thanks, Luke.
Come on, man. No, it's good stuff. It's easy to ask questions when you have the good stuff to ask questions about. There you go. Sweet. All right, Jeff. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And you and I will be doing some other fun content here. So I'm going to wrap this up and just thank you for your time, my friend. And congrats on Blackbird. All right, cool. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. We are going to have more and more content for you about Blackbird, because we are so excited about this, and we know that you will be too. When you get this in your hands, you start playing with it, and you see the possibilities that you will have to take your magic up a notch when it comes to Blackbird. All right, guys, hang tight. We'll be back. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, post your comments below. If you have questions about Blackbird, post them below, and we will answer them for you. And I am back. We are live here on our Facebook page. I'm taking an afternoon delight. I got my cup of coffee. I'm hanging out live with you guys. This is a lot of fun. And don't forget that I'm not just here hanging out with you live. So is Mr. Jeff Copeland. There he is, rocking 2 of those Blackbird guys on his arms there. And he's answering your questions. So if you have more questions about Blackbird, we're going to wrap this up here probably in the next 10 minutes. But if you have questions about Blackbird right now and you want to ask Jeff, post your questions below this video in the comment section. Like I said, Jeff's here, and he is very active. He's been in there answering questions the whole time, and you guys have been great too. It's been fun hanging out with you and being here, and yeah, like I said before, we'll definitely be doing more and more of these live events for you and with you, because they're fun, and it's a great way to, you know, find out about this stuff, because there is so much stuff again that comes out, but is it right for you? And that's the whole point of what we're going to be doing for you. And these trailers, more and more honest trailers for you. So yeah. I've also been teasing a way for you to win a free copy of Blackbird. Well, I'm very excited to tell you that I will be posting an official video the next day or two that will give you all the details, but I wanted you to get the first, well, sneak peek at it. It's not really a peek, but it's a hint about what you need to do to win the free copy of Blackbird. Now, you don't necessarily have to have the book. It would help. But Jeff's favorite book when it comes to coin magic is Bobo's Modern Coin Magic. It's kind of labeled as the Bible when it comes to people learning coin magic. The basics, the foundations, the sleights, and routines that go with it. So what I asked Jeff to do was to grab his copy, and we're talking about the paperback version. And I'm going to pull up my email here. Paperback version has about 358 pages. So what I asked Jeff to do was to go into that version of the book, because there's been multiple versions of the book, but I think the paperback is the most popular version, and to pick out his favorite thing from the book. Now, this could be a sleight, this could be a routine, but I asked him to go through the book and pick out his favorite thing, and that's exactly what he did. What I'm going to do at Magic Live is I'm going to have Jeff film himself performing this favorite thing from Modern Coin Magic, and we'll announce the winner that way. So what I need you to do, not yet, but what you're going to need to do is to grab a copy of Modern Coin Magic and tell me what page number you think Jeff's favorite piece is from that book. Like I said, there's about 358 pages, so pick between 1 and 358, and you're going to have to tag a friend again, and that way the person that gets the correct page number, well, you are going to have a chance to win a free copy of Blackbird from Jeff Copeland himself. So very cool. Like I said, at Magic Live, I will be recording Jeff performing this thing from Modern Coin Magic. I'll post it up online, which will also be the way for us to announce the winner. So very cool stuff. And I wanted you to know that we are going to be giving away a free copy of Blackbird. Back to a couple quick questions that people have been having about Blackbird. I mentioned this earlier on in the show, but I know that not everyone that's here now was here earlier. One of the biggest questions really has been about coin sizes, especially in the UK. We have a lot of friends in the UK, and I wanted this to be known once again. Back on the cafe, Mark Traversoni, he is one of our UK dealers. He said that he's been playing with this, and it operates well. Now, for UK friends, I want you to know he's tried it with 2p, 10p, 50p, and 2-pound coins, and he got them all to work with no problem at all. That's important to know. Smaller coins might move around a little, but you can modify it, and that's the thing. The holders can be modified, and Jeff does go over that on the instructional. But he does say that even if they do move a little bit, there is no real problem. So very important stuff, and I wanted to point that out. And I'm also going to jump over in just a moment here to our Facebook page. Some of the questions and comments that came in when we posted the original trailer. Want to give a few shout outs to some of our friends too. So let's jump over there now and see what some of our Facebook friends were saying. Barry Burchell, it's refreshing to see a Magic video that's honest and transparent. Like I said before, we're really going to make it a point to do more and more of that to really show people what they are getting. Integrity back. Thanks for bringing some integrity back. You know, that's what this is really all about. Phil is saying here that he's been out of Magic for 20 years. Once a full-time pro, this gave him cause to reconsider. That is awesome to hear, Phil. Man, I love to hear stuff like that. I answered the question earlier. I mentioned Stephen Himmel, great guy. How silent is it? As I mentioned before, it's very quiet to use, and it's also very sturdy. That was his other question about wear and tear. Blackbird was designed for using it and for durability for sure. This was a really nice thing from Jonathan Carmichael. He said that he doesn't do coins, but this might change his ways. You know, that's great. And I wanted to say something because a lot of people will look at coin magic as almost being, they're like intimidated by it because coin magic isn't like card magic because you can't just do self-working coin magic. Yeah, there are like gimmicks and things that allow you to do coin magic, right? But the reality is, coin magic takes a lot more, I guess, dexterity. It takes a lot more. Um, you have to be much more comfortable in front of an audience as well, and that's why I think Blackbird is something that if you've always wanted to explore coin magic, but you've always been worried about holding out coins or having to hide stuff in your hands, or how do I get into this routine? This solves all that for you, and it does it in such a user-friendly way. So it's cool to see people like Jonathan out there saying that this might actually get him to try coin magic. I like that. And as someone that's explored coin magic myself, I mean, this is such an awesome thing to have now in the coin magic world. You know what I mean? It's an awesome secret weapon. I also want to address something else real quick, guys. There have been maybe a handful of people that have said, why did you show everything that you showed in the trailer? It's because we wanted to be honest. Some people have said, oh, you're just, we're worried about exposure. And look, if people really want to know about how we do this stuff, they're going to find it one way or another. Information is out there. And what we do as a company is we sell magic to magicians. That's our audience. Those are the people. And if people might come across that, well, then that's going to happen anyway. If they want to know the secrets, they're going to find them anyway. And so by doing what we did with the Blackbird trailer, we just wanted to be very honest and show you exactly what you're getting. And that was for magicians. So some of you might have got rubbed the wrong way by it. We're sorry for that, but we just wanted to bring back a little integrity. And it's nice to see people say that on our page, that they actually appreciate it. So it could go either way. I get it, but we are a magic company selling to magicians, right? So, and we want to just be honest. Magic's all about deceiving, but we didn't want to deceive you with Blackbird. It's just too good. Let's jump back over to Facebook real quick. A couple more things. Can I get this for English coins? As mentioned before, Ash, we do have, and also English pennies. For those of you that might use English pennies, it'll also hold those. But like I mentioned before, 2p, 5p, 50p, and the £2 coins will be held for UK. People talking about where to put them on. Brilliant. I haven't even mastered the Traveler wallet. Just wanted to probably that's cool. Yeah, this was a nice comment from Wayne. Combine this with TKO and basic intermediate coin magic, and the possibilities are endless. I mean, I couldn't agree more, Wayne. It's a really cool thing. This is a nice thing from Ethan. Saw this at Magi Fest, excuse me. It works extremely well. I can recommend to anyone that's saw it. And there's another friend, Ryan, saw this at Magi Fest. So many ideas and uses for it. Justin Miller, you guys are going to love this. It's nice, but sleeves always cause suspicion. Let's jump back on the sleeves thing real quick. I know it's something I addressed a little bit before, but I wanted to read you Jeff's thoughts on this. And don't forget, Jeff is live with me right now as well, right here on our Facebook page. So if you have other specific questions, get them in now. Post them below the video in the comment section, and Jeff will jump in there and answer your questions. And I'll try to do the same. But I did want to jump back over here real quick and share Jeff's thoughts on sleeves, because look, Jeff is a performer. He is a guy that's out doing it. And so I'm going to read his response to you right quick, because Matt's comment, it's nice, but sleeves are always cause suspicion. So Jeff said, hey, Matt, thank you for the compliment, and in all fairness, I'd like to share my perspective too, which I think is fair. I've been using this near daily for 3 years. I would say it like this. Magic always causes suspicion, which is, I mean, come on. That's a really, really well said thing. That's nicely said, Jeff. Our claims demand suspicion. Sleeves are standard in most performing environments, particularly those that dish some jack. Oh, I guess like bartenders and things. It's how you handle your props that build rapport with the audience, in my opinion. That overcomes suspicion. The trailer doesn't show everything. I teach other methods for using the birds that don't use sleeves, and ways to use without the armbands. They attach with Velcro, making them useful in a handful of places. So when it comes to what Jeff's saying there, I mean, I gotta agree. I mean, as a magician, as people that do the impossible, we're already doing things that people should not believe. And so I think looking at sleeves as being a suspicious thing, well, so is carrying a deck of cards. So is using a prop that they might not have ever seen before. It just really, I think, depends on, when it comes to you as a performer, what are you putting the emphasis on? Is it the things that you're using, or the way you're dressed, or is it the performance and the connection that you have with your audience? Personally speaking, anyway, as someone that's also performed. So I like Jeff's response a lot. Matt did respond. I'd like to get in and just show what he said, because I think it's fair. Matt said, fair enough. I think, personally, I think they would kill on stage, but I'll have to wait on the release to see close-up reviews. It's an ingenious idea. Just not sure it's practical for close-up. And Jeff says, that's cool if you get a chance to use them. I use close-up all I do. Thank you for your interest. Take your time. So, yeah, very cool. Love to hear more from you, Matt. Once you've seen this and seen more about what's up to, I'd love to hear back from you. A lot of really good feedback here. Clever thinking. Pre-order smart. Pre-order mine. Nice. Speaking of pre-orders, just so that you are aware once again, this is now official. A few more Facebook comments here. It will go great with the Raven. Want and a few more. It's really cool just to hear a lot of people see the possibilities with something like Blackbird, right? I mean, midday coffee for the win. It's a utility item that is sure to take your magic up a notch, and I'm so excited for you to have a chance now to get your hands on it and to see it. And once again, if you will be at Magic Live, Jeff will be there. He'll be rocking the birds, as he likes to say. He'll be rocking the birds, showing off the coin magic, and he'd love to meet you. And maybe if you've got your Blackbird, bring it with you. Well, we get some footage of you doing it and showing it off, and give you some free swag, you know. So, and speaking of that, Magic Live, I'm going to have all sorts of free swag for you guys. So make sure to hit me up. Love to hang out with you and talk, and I'll be throwing out some swag for you. So yeah, Magic Live is going to be a lot of fun. Speaking of Jeff, once again, because I will be wrapping this up in just a minute here, Jeff is right now live on our Facebook page. He's here with you. So if you have questions for Jeff, doesn't matter if we're live or not, he's been all over the different posts that we put up. So, but in particular right now, if you'd like to ask Jeff a question in real time, he's live with us right now. So make sure to do that. All right. And once again, I'll be posting very soon how you can win a free copy of Blackbird. I mentioned it before. If you do have your Bobo's Modern Coin Magic book, open it up, take a look through it, see what you think Jeff might like. That will be the contest. You will need to pick a page from Modern Coin Magic, what you think Jeff's favorite piece is from that book, because it is known as the coin Bible. And everyone that does coin magic swears by that book. So make sure that you check out that. And I'll post the official video soon, so you can post your answers below. Don't do that just yet. But I did want you to know what's coming. It's kind of like your little preview of what's coming and how you can get your hands on a free copy of Blackbird. All right. I think we're going to start to wrap this up now. Let me just jump back over here to the cafe on my end. Let's see if there were any other last thoughts. We talked about sleeves. You don't necessarily have to use them. You don't have to wear a jacket. You can wear a hoodie. Long sleeve shirts work as well. Just no tight sweaters because of the wrist. You don't have a way to get the coins out. Another important thing. Any other thoughts here about Blackbird? I just want to say that if you've ever thought of doing coin magic, you are so lucky to have something like this in front of you. I've been around magic for about 30 years, and I wish something like this had existed. So if you're just getting into it, lucky. Yeah. So I don't think that there are any other final thoughts here. Let me just jump back into the last page of this thread. I'm looking at the cafe, the Magic Cafe. Just want to make sure that cover everything and anything. And I'm doing my best here. I know Jeff is live with me too. You guys have been great. But I think that is going to wrap this up. Let me go back to the very first page of the thread to make sure I'm not missing anything here. I also want to give a shout out to Jason Brumbelow and the rest of our team. They've done an amazing job. The quality of this product is just top notch, and so proud to have it as a Black Label item. Speaking of Black Label items, if you have magic that you've been thinking about releasing, maybe stuff you've been sitting on and not sure what to do with, we would love to talk to you, especially if you could be at Magic Live. We'd love to see it. But just in general, we take pride in the production of what we do with this stuff. And we love working with people, very talented people, like Jeff and several other people that we've done things with over the years. And we've got an amazing studio, an amazing team, and we really, really love seeing awesome new magic. So if you got it, bring it our way. I think that's about it for the questions here. I was just looking through the forums and stuff. I think I covered just about everything for you. And I guess that'll wrap up our Blackbird live event. So thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to keep up with more and more of what we're up to with the different products that we're releasing, whether it's a black label item like Blackbird is or anything. We are very active on our socials, especially over on Instagram, where I want you guys to know now they have the new Instagram stories. We have been very active with those. I've been posting some behind the scenes stuff. There I am talking about today's event.
Murphy's Facebook
That is
page,
there.
noon Pacific,
You can hear me
3
now talking.
p.m.
So
Eastern Time.
I'm doing
all
more and more of
about
those to give you some
Blackbird.
behind the
Jeff
scenes
Copeland will
stuff
be there.
about what's
I'll be
going on.
there.
That is Murphy's Magic. You can find us there. You can see, there we go. And also over on Twitter, if I could find Twitter. Where are you, Twitter? There you are. Over on Twitter as well. So that's also at Murphy's Magic. Great places to keep up with us and what's going on out there in the magic world. We have more and more fun stuff coming your way. So make sure that you're keeping up with us there. And of course, here on our Facebook page, we post brand new magic releases and what's going on, magic news and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to finish up my coffee here. Good stuff. And it's been great hanging out with you guys today. It's always a blast. And yeah, if you have feedback, different ideas on things you'd like us to talk about and do here, we will start to bring back free tricks. I wanted to mention that. We've had a lot of interest in them, and they will be coming back. We'll be doing more of those. Like I mentioned, we were going to do a Blackbird contest giveaway. We're doing more giveaways and stuff like that. I've been doing some over on the cafe. Recently did some there, and we gave away Vice recently, a free copy of that. So more free magics coming your way, a lot of news and updates, and some other fun content. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. It's appreciated. Always a good time. All my friends out there, hope to see some of you at Magic Live. Love to talk to you, hang out, jam about some magic. You know, we all just love this stuff, and it's going to be awesome to have so many of us all together in one place here, my backyard here in Las Vegas. So if you are coming out, safe travels, and I hope that you have an amazing time. If it's like your first convention, you will be blown away. Magic Live is just insane. It's insane. And so is Blackbird. Jeff Copeland's Blackbird, also insane. And I wanted to give a special shout and thanks to Jeff for hanging out with me here today on the Facebook Live event. He was here on the page the whole time, chatting with you guys, answering questions, and it's awesome to have Jeff here. He's one of the good guys. And, you know, just because this event is now over doesn't mean Jeff's not still going to be around to answer your questions. So if you want to ask things, I'm sure here on our page, wherever else you see stuff about Blackbird, I've seen him in the forums, I've seen Jeff everywhere. He loves to answer questions about stuff because this is his baby. You know, Blackbird is his thing. He cares about it, and he cares about your experience with it. So if you have questions and thoughts, then definitely send them his way. And we can't wait for you to see what else we have in store as well. We have a lot of other fun magic for you, so stay tuned for that. All right. Well, my name is Luke Dancy. Thank you for hanging out with me today on this very special event. We'll be doing more and more of these. Can't wait until the next time. But in the meantime, you know what? This is my little reminder to you. I'm going to sip my coffee as I say it, because I mean this. I really mean it. There is so much magic that comes out now. There are so many different reasons that people want to be a magician. And sometimes things change over time. But just remember that feeling that got you interested in this stuff in the first place. And then look at what you're doing now. Are you still doing it because you love it? Or are you doing it for other reasons? Maybe other reasons that are to build you up or to do whatever. Magic is a beautiful thing. And it's that feeling that we give other people that is the beautiful part, you know, because that's what happened to us in the first place to make us be interested in it. So never forget it's all about that feeling that we give other people, because without it, we wouldn't be magicians either. So there you go, guys. A little deep thought for you, but I love this stuff. Magic is my life. It's who I am. It's what I am. And just love talk about it. Love being here for you guys. So coffee's gone. I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Always a good time. And Jeff, thank you for hanging out again. And you guys, stay tuned here on our Facebook page. One last thing, don't forget, if you would like to be notified anytime we do live events, you click on the little tab at the top and you can turn on live notifications. It's a great way to, anytime we push the live button, you know about it. It's pushed to you. All right, cool. I will catch you guys on the socials. But in the meantime, I'm out of here. Time to get back to work. I'll see you guys here in Vegas for Magic Live. All right, guys. I am out of here.